Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is a little essay I've just written called My Mixed Feelings About Some Advice I Give. Some people call me a personal growth expert, even a guru. Yet in my heart of hearts, I have mixed feelings about some advice I've dispensed. Here are pros and cons. The first piece of advice is be in the moment. On the pro side, if the moment is of pleasure, being in the moment will help you savor it. If the moment is the opposite, when you're facing a problem, by staying focused on it, of course you're more likely to solve it. Also, though, that distracts you from any larger woes you may have and maybe even helped you take a baby step toward improving your life. The con side of be in the moment advice, sometimes being in the moment too restricts you. Sometimes you need to learn from past mistakes or to think forward to some likely, the fancy word is sequelae, but consequences. Well, what do I do regarding being in the moment? If something requires looking back or looking forward, I do that. But otherwise, I do try to be in the moment, if only to avoid feeling overwhelmed. If I find myself distracted, I ask myself if it's worth getting distracted. Next bit of advice that I've often dispensed and is often cited is to feel gratitude. On the pro side, focusing on the good keeps you alert for the good in your life and in the world. It makes you grateful, and that makes you feel better. On the downside, focusing on gratitude can encourage complacency and can discourage progress. What do? I allow moments of gratitude, but focus on what's wrong and fixable. I think that allows me to be a more effective and contributory person. The next piece of standard kind of personal growth advice is to collaborate. On the pro side, in our ever more complex world, teamwork often helps. Rarely does a solo operator create something important that's better than the status quo. For example, today's video games use a cast of hundreds, if not thousands. Most scientific breakthroughs are made by teams of scientists working across institutions. Even in mundane workplace issues, like how to develop a better record-keeping system, teamwork often helps. On the con side about collaboration is generally slow, can be demotivating, disempowering of individuals, and because nobody gets much credit, it's all the team. There's no I in team, as they say. And the usual need for consensus in teamwork can lead to lower common denominator results, something tepid, that on which everyone can agree if only grudgingly. Sometimes the best team for a job is a single person. What do? I am a soloist. I tackle projects I can do well on my own. Writing, counseling, rose hybridizing, and giving piano concerts. And the final kind of standard bit of personal growth advice that I have sometimes dispensed is have work-life balance. On the pro side, few people's work efforts are so essential that they should sacrifice recreation and family. Most people are happier with work-life balance. On the other side, even in a mundane job, it can be wise to work long hours. For example, the accounts payable clerk who sometimes works extra to ensure that everyone gets paid promptly. And for the exceptionally good or the exceptionally weak worker, balance may be unwise. For example, if an outstanding doctor or even bricklayer limits work to 40 hours a week, he or she contributes less and enjoys life less. Most exceptional workers derive more pleasure from working during discretionary hours than from other activities. Conversely, the person whose work is mediocre or whose work could be done as well by somebody else might be wise to have a life that emphasizes activities outside of work. What do? Correct or not, I believe I am unusually contributory, and so I do work long hours. So, do you practice what you preach in terms of advice that you give? Do you want to change anything about the advice you give or whether you follow it? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I welcome your thumbs up. I accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel and certainly welcome you taking a look at any of my 27 books, for example, How to Do Life. All of them are available on Amazon. Just search in my name, Marty Nemko, Nemko. And in any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.